John, a writer who liked scary things, stood in front of Wellington Asylum. It was a big, spooky building. He wanted ideas for his stories, and this place was full of them. The iron gates, rusty and broken, seemed to call him closer. John pushed them open, the metal groaning like it was hurt. A shiver went down his back. The air turned cold. He felt something there with him. He wasn't alone. John took out his notebook. He wrote down what he saw. The building seemed to pulse with a hidden energy. He felt strangely excited. He walked closer, stepped onto the grounds. The asylum's shadow covered him completely. He was right where he wanted to be. Inside the asylum, things were even worse. Crumbling walls, peeling paint. Metal straps lay next to beds, shining in the dim light. John imagined how scared the patients must have been. The air smelled like rot and chemicals, a terrible mix of suffering. He coughed, covering his mouth with his sleeve. He walked down a hallway. Each step made a loud noise in the quiet. The floorboards creaked under his feet. He thought he heard voices, whispering his name. He stopped, listened. The voices went away. He laughed a little. His imagination was playing tricks on him. He kept exploring. He found an old file room. Dusty boxes filled the shelves. He coughed again, brushing away cobwebs. He opened a box. Inside, he found files about the patients. He picked one without looking. The patient's name was Bart Tonin, a man who said he saw demons in the walls. John flipped through the pages. Bart's crazy writing scared him. John read another file, then another. Each story was more terrifying than the last. He felt a heavy feeling in his chest. The asylum's darkness was getting inside him. He had to get out. He turned to leave. The door slammed shut. John rattled the handle. It wouldn't open. He was trapped. Panic filled him up. He banged on the door, yelled for help. His voice echoed in the silence. No one was there. He slid to the floor. He gave up. He looked at the patient files scattered around him. He understood now. He was one of them, another victim of the asylum's curse. He heard the whispers again. This time they were everywhere. They teased him, made fun of his fear. He closed his eyes, letting the darkness take over. He knew he would never leave Wellington. The asylum always kept its victims. His screams echoed into the night, then nothing.